Hey, welcome to Eight at the Table. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's your girl, Jada Blackwell. That's right, I'm back. Looking like a snack. Second joking. Okay. So, anyways, today we're going to open up the topic, and it's going to be very interesting because today we're going to be talking about the fact that, go ahead, Rico, what are we talking about?
So we're gonna be talking about realistically why you shouldn't be dating your ex, or maybe you should, and the odds on it. But before we even get into that, let's go ahead and introduce. Sorry about that. Our very special guest, Miss Allison.
Yes. Hello, everyone. My name is Allison. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you so much.
Tell them where they can find you at.
You can find me everywhere: YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, at Align with Allison. I'm a certified dating and relationship coach, and I primarily work with women to help them find and keep the partners that they deserve.
Keyword is keep. So how do you feel, Miss Special Guest, about dating an ex? The odds, and or should you do or should you not?
So I get this question all the time. A lot of people are afraid of the dating scene. They feel as though it's only piss in the pool, or whatever the expression is. You can date an ex. You can go back. It just needs to be reasonable. So the first question is, why did you guys break up? Is it clear as to why the breakup happened? And then once you know why, is it rectified? So, example, you and your boyfriend were together. He got a job opportunity in California. You guys didn't want to have a long distance relationship. You break up. 6 months later, he returns back to the tri-state area. It's all good. There was a problem. We know what it was. It's now resolved, so you can give it a second chance. But whatever your problem was, if you don't even know exactly what the issue was, and therefore you can't fix it, what is the purpose of going or doing it again? It's not reasonable. Right. So again, it can be done, but at the same time, it needs to be something that can be fixed, and it needs to be fixed before you do it again.
I like that.
Do you?
I think that makes sense, though.
That was cut and clean.
Yeah, it's just like if we know why it didn't work out and it's something that can be worked on and fixed, then why can't we give it another try? And now if it's something where there's cheating involved or something like that, then it's just like, I think that I know who you are as a person because I know you to be a cheater, so therefore I'm not going to trust you again to want to go back to you.
I feel like that one kind of holds a little...
Infidelity is crazy.
I know, but there's like variables with different situations. I feel like, okay, maybe after some time, you could get over it. I feel like you could get past the hurt and want to be with that person. You still love that person. They just did something that wronged you. So you could go back. There's potential for you to go back. I think that the only problem with going back is, have you really moved on? Have you really got over that hurt? Are you giving a genuine second chance?
I don't think I want to go back to anybody who cheated on me. I don't want to feel the pain of that again. So therefore, for me personally, that's just my feelings. I don't think I'm going to go back to someone who cheated on me.
And I get that, and I respect it.
Yeah.
But I feel like a lot of people say that, not you, but a lot of people say that, and then they go back anyway.
Yeah.
So I think it's important that we take some time to talk about what circumstances could allow for someone to go back to an ex who cheated.
Right.
I like what you said, Amanda, about like, are you over it? Can you move on? But at the same time, more importantly, is that person not going to wrong you again?
Right.
And what can you do to relatively confirm that they have changed as a person? Have they gone through therapy? What was the reason behind the change? Who were they cheating with? Is this an ex? Is that person still pursuing them? Are they still in the picture? Were they high? Were they drunk? Like, what were the circumstances that led to that? And is there any change in that human being? More important than me moving on, but I need evidence that this person is not going to function in the same way that they functioned before.
I think that there's a 90% of the times you should never go back to an ex. Given the situations that we use as examples, I don't think any of them qualify for you to go back. If I get a better job and it's something to further my life and I have to move across the country and you're not willing to move with me, that just goes to show that we don't have loyalty within us. So therefore, I don't want you back, and I hope that you don't come back. You know what I'm saying? I also do think that the only time that you really should take an ex back if it's a real, genuine, right situation, wrong time. Right situation, wrong time could be you guys are clicking on all cylinders, but you guys are both struggling. So your struggles are actually making you guys not be able to focus on your relationship. So you guys have, hey, you know what? There's no real problems with us. We just got to go get ourselves right. Right? I don't think that it's really conducive. And majority of times I realize that people love to take the easy way out in life.
Indeed.
And so is going back to your ex. Now, what ends up happening is a lot of people go back to their ex for the wrong reason. Comfort, failure, and discouragement. And the problem with that is these are all hindering things of your own self. Really, a lot of those things that you need, really a lot of those things stem from things that you should really correct in yourself. You should actually be more encouraged. You should be more confident. You should actually attract something that's going to hopefully be better for you. It's me.
This statistic that I have, it's for 2023. It says that 3/4, 7 out of 10 singles, they admit to planning to return to their ex after realizing that the grass isn't greener on the other side, which means that they left their relationship to pursue something else. You know, and I feel like in this case, it's not, this is where the variables, it depends on like why you left the relationship, right? Sometimes you were interested in somebody else, or maybe there was a problem that occurred in your relationship and you thought maybe somebody else can treat you better. But I feel like in those kind of situations, when you still have love for somebody, you're always going to go back.
Yeah. Well, we live in like an instant gratification,
That's what I was gonna say.
like lifeline. Like that's where we are right now. So lots of folks don't want to go and try something new. Lots of folks don't want to take the risk. So we want to go back to an ex. Like I said, I'm the number one proponent of giving it a chance if it's reasonable. But this is just laziness. This is just laziness. They talk about the dating scene being so terrible. It's really nowhere near as bad as the internets make it seem. Social media makes it seem like there's like no quality human beings. I count 4 right here. Right? So obviously there are good human beings. Somebody said 3 out of 4. There are
3.
Somebody said 3.
It was you. It was me.
So like clearly there are good people out there, but there's this idea of I want it now, I want it fast, or I'm about to be 30 and I need to be married because my friends are married. I need to have kids because my friends are having kids, and oh, woe is me. So a lot of this has a lot to do, I think, more with like personal shortcomings than it has to do with the actual dating scene being that difficult. It's really not that bad.
Or 40s.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people that are approaching 40 are going to be, we don't know the age group, right? And that stat.
It might be easier though.
Well, the thing is, and that's the problem, you know, never in life is easy good.
No, but I'm saying experience wise. So if you're approaching 40, if you're 40 or you're going to your 40s, now it's like a group of people that are all a little more experienced. They've been through this, been through that, you know, seen the type of people they do and don't want to accept around themselves. So now you have more of a clearer understanding. Once the older you get, the wiser you are. So
That's
it's
false. That's the most foolish thing anybody has ever said.
I mean, it should be the truth.
It's not the truth. The older you are does not make you wise at all. The wiser you are, your wisdom really comes from the knowledge from being able to listen, analyze, assess, and retain. It doesn't matter your age. There's 25-year-olds who are more wise than 45-year-olds, and vice versa. So at the end of the day, it's all about understanding life. We talked about this, the main degree that you should want to have is a degree on life. The degree on people and understanding what you want out of life and what can you make life, or how you can make life work for you, whether it be a relationship, an occupation, or whatever the case.
No, but the thing is that what are we blaming? Are we blaming you for not having the skill set to make the shot, or are we blaming the game? So the thing is those people are saying, I'm going back to my ex because the dating scene is so difficult. They're blaming the external factors. What about I'm thinking about going back to my ex because I'm having a hard time navigating dating because I am not clear about what I want. I don't know what standards should exist. Like, it's you. It's many times it's more you. I know you just said try to be more sympathetic, but I'm not.
I love her.
I'm not, right?
No, but that's real.
It's
Give her a
more you
clap.
than it is the rest of the world, right? I had a professor who said to me one time, if one person calls you an asshole, they are an asshole for calling you an asshole. If 5 people call you an asshole, you're probably one. Like, what's the chances that everybody else is the problem? And you're just this perfect human being who has everything together, and it's everyone else who just can't figure out relationships. Nah, son, it's you.
No. I was with you. I just disagree because I realize there's a lot of not fully equipped people.
Here we go.
I'm an asshole. I'll take that.
I don't know what to say.
Can I say something that Alan taught me? Can I say something that Alan taught me and how and this was one of the things Alan told me, which I thought was like so great. And I've been running with it ever since, right? And this is my take on my analogy on dating an ex, right? So there's an old story where there was a woman who wanted a pig. Okay, this woman wanted a pig, and she was a very rich, wealthy woman. She got the pig, she got the baby pig, and she dressed it up in all designer. She put diamonds on it, diamond necklace, everything. She made the pig everything that she wanted, right? And then as she, had the pig, one day it started to rain, right? And she got caught in the rain. And the pig almost broke her arm to jump out of her arms so it could run in mud. At the end of the day, the pig is still going to be a pig. It does not matter what you want it to be. It does not matter what you want to dress it up as. The same goes and the same rules applies as people. When you want somebody to be something, that person is what they are, and it's important to accept what they are, which is most likely, not all the time, but it's most likely the case that they are an ex and not a current. Thank you, Alan.
You over here looking all proud. Thank you, Alan.
I was about to look at Alan like, do you remember this story?
Alan's like, that's
Alan
my
remembers,
that's
right?
my boy.
You remember this story?
That's going back.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Allison, you were great.
Line with Allison. This was great. This was a great talk.
So, Allison, go ahead. Before we actually sign off for today, tell them where they can find you.
Yes, on every social media platform at Align with Allison.
It was great having you here. Jada, Amanda, you were great as well. Hey, everybody, I just want to say thank you for tuning in and tapping in with 8 at the table, and we will see you next time.